My name is Carrie, and I'm a compulsive overeater. Here is the July issue of Service Matters, the monthly newsletter of GreySheeters Anonymous. Town Hall Meeting. The next Board of Trustees, BOT, Town Hall Meeting is scheduled for Sunday, July 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The Zoom meeting ID for the Board of Trustees Town Hall Meeting is 555-523-493. You can also attend by telephone using the numbers included in the online version. At the committee's connecting meeting on June 9, 2019, 22 GSers were in attendance. They discussed 4 motions. 1. The website committee of the Communication Committee moves that GreySheeters Anonymous World Service hire a professional to create a basic GreySheeters Anonymous World Service style guide and a basic set of templates based on the style guide. WSSC Chair explained the purpose of a style guide and how the WSSC proposes to find an affordable option to create one. Because this is not a previously approved expense for the CCWSSC, it is necessary to get a World Service Conference approval. When asked about the cost, WSSC Chair estimated under $1,000 depending on changes and number of templates we request. 2. The Conference Committee moves that GreySheeters Anonymous World Service Conference adopt the GreySheeters Anonymous World Service Conference Charter, Attachment 1, and make it effective for World Service Conference 2020 starting immediately after World Service Conference 2019 closes. 3. The Conference Committee moves that World Service Conference 2020 be held September 18th through 20th, 2020 at the Senecal Retreat Center in Chicago. Cost is the deciding factor. Someone suggested that the conference could be funded every year if people donated $1 for every year abstinent and $1 for every year GSAs have been in existence by April 1st of each year. The Conference Committee moves that the document entitled The Process for Reading, Amending, and Approving Draft Minutes for 2019 and Subsequent World Service Conferences of GreySheeters Anonymous be adopted as the official process for approving the World Service Conference minutes. Attachment 2. Notes on June 9th Traditions Meeting. Tradition 5. Each group has but one primary purpose: to carry the message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Participants spoke about the value of focusing and getting and staying abstinent as the primary purpose, about the importance of reaching out to non-members to carry the message, to doing small amounts of feasible, non-overwhelming amounts of service, about the value of doing service to one's own abstinence, about the importance of having something to attract the newcomer, and to give newcomer, i.e., having qualified leaders present to speak to the newcomer, the idea of talking about service we do, and the value and the idea of training people to do outreach. Tradition 6. An AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. Participants spoke about how GreySheeters Anonymous website used to list meetings that were a combination of GreySheeters Anonymous plus other 12-step fellowships led to some hard feelings when GreySheeters Anonymous World Service asked groups to choose one affiliation. How does GreySheeters Anonymous World Service deal with people who give the impression that they or their service is affiliated with us? Perhaps GreySheeters Anonymous World Service could publish things we are not affiliated with? Do we need to talk more about the traditions in the meetings so that people understand the implications of these traditions? The question arose about the need for legal responses, but that costs money. A cease and desist letter might cost $500. Perhaps boilerplate legal letters to offenders. The essence of this tradition is that GreySheeters Anonymous World Service will not endorse commercial ventures or causes. Perhaps we should read all the traditions at every meeting. Concepts meeting for the delegates of the 2019 WSC. Audio link to June 23rd meeting on Concepts and Traditions meeting of June 9th can be found at GreySheet.org website. Notes from meeting. Concept 5. Throughout our structure, the traditional right of appeal ought to prevail so that minority opinion will always be heard and personal grievances receive careful consideration. Members discussed how AA practice has a built-in procedure for hearing the minority opinion on votes and offering an opportunity, once the minority opinion has been heard, to offer to hold another vote to see if people have changed their minds. How rare this is in our modern world, where majority often rules and minority opinions are disregarded. Concept 6. The conference recognizes that the chief initiative and active responsibility in most World Service matters should be exercised by the trustee members of the conference acting as the General Service Board. Clarification was given to the importance of the World Service Conference and the decisions made by this body, represented by as many parts of our fellowship as possible. That the trustee members are all the delegates of the conference and do not reside solely with, for example, the Board of Trustees. London Roundup in June. On the first weekend of June, almost 30 grateful GreySheeters gathered for the 21st annual Roundup in England's capital, London. It was a beautiful, cozy, peaceful, and nourishing assembly of people striving for a better life free from the obsession of compulsive eating. This year, the London Group, the organizer of this roundup, invested money from the seventh tradition towards professional posters displayed at the venue, Yoga and Wellbeing Center, with a huge traffic of customers. The message was carried to a few newcomers who embarked on a new journey toward liberty. We enjoyed 2 full days of powerful qualifications, shares, exchange of recipes, laughter, enjoyment of meals together, and recovery. Blissful life. Training for delegates. The last training for WSC 2019 delegates, What's My Role at WSC 2019, will be held August 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and August 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All delegates are urged to attend one or both of these meetings in August. Zoom meeting ID for Sunday, August 25th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time is 418-197-927. Zoom meeting ID for Tuesday, August 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is 929-526-347. You can subscribe to Service Matters. If you are reading or listening to this newsletter, please pass it on to your network of members. Please take this news back to your meeting and share it. Let members know that they can subscribe to the newsletter at www.greysheet.org/world-services/service-matters if they want to stay up to date with what's happening at GSA World Services. And of course, access to an audio version of the newsletter is on our YouTube site here. We don't eat no matter what. Have a blessed abstinent day.